welcome into the Missoula Prep Sports Network's coverage of the Missoula Maverick Memorial Tournament 2017. Chris Stratton here for Missoula Prep Sports Network as we have Game 2 of the weekend ready to go. Game 1 went to the Spuds out of Central Washington. They would beat the Gonzaga Bullpups 2-0, getting runs late in the game. Now we have Honda Baseball Club out of Bellevue and the Gonzaga Prep Bullpups. The Bullpups are your home team, so we'll go ahead and go into the starting lineups of Honda. Leading things off, Joey Wishart. He is at right field. Number 2, Bryce Long is in center field. Braden Boyce is at left field. Batting fourth is Nate Gilbrick. He is the second baseman. Designated hitter is Josh Davis. Batting number 6 is Cody Bentley. He is the catcher. Brody Magbalata is at first base. Ryan Trentman is at shortstop. Steve Waters is your third baseman, and Liam Malley will be the pitcher on the mound. Now for the Gonzaga Prep Bullpups, leading off is number 1, Nick Dylan. He is the pitcher. Number 21, Jeffrey Young is holding down out at left field. Number 10, Davis Wright is your right fielder. Number 11, Bo McGinn is in center field once again. Number 8, Josh Miller is the shortstop. Number 4, Lucas Stute is the he is at second. Number 9, Taylor Kelly is behind the plate. Number 23, Ryan Cross is at first, and number 6, Bart Fry is the third baseman. Sorry about that, folks. Couple of things going on here, so just making sure we got everything correct here. And leading off for Honda, we'll get things underway right away, is Joey Wishart. And we are set to go here with Drynan ready to go. There's the call to pitch. Swung on and foul down the third base line to start things off here in Game 2. Lindbergh Craig Field, home of the Missoula Mavericks, Dale Dongren Complex. Here's the pitch. That one will be swung on and hit down the third base line, picked up by the third baseman, and he's not able to get it, and the runner will get on off of the air. That will bring up
number
Bryce
24,
Young.
Bryce Long.
Bryce Long. So with a runner on, no outs, left-handed batter of Long steps in. Take. Check the runner at first, one-step lead. They'll throw there and settle in. Here's the pitch. That one's going to go off of the end of the bat, and the batter will get his base. Actually, that went off of his elbow as he shakes his right arm going down the line.
Now up number 1.
And that'll bring up
Braden Boyce.
Number 1, Braden Boyce. Gilbrick is in the on deck. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be swung on. High floater out into center field. And there for the catch. The tag. Now the run to third. The throw to third. It's not going to be there in time. And Honda will have runners on the corners. And Nate Gilbrick will come to the plate. And the runner will advance to second from first. So they'll have runners at second and third with one out here
now up number 4,
for Honda.
Gilbridge
settles in. Here's the pitch. That one's going to get the batter, and they'll load the bases. So Drinen picking a couple of players right out of the gate here.
Now up your designated hitter, number 5, Josh Davis.
And that'll bring up the designated hitter, number 5, Josh Davis. So Davis steps in, right-handed batter. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be low for ball 1. Our officials for game 2, Nick Johnke behind the plate and Seth Kitchen in the field. Game 1 officials just rotating spots. This one's going to be hit out into left field. Left fielder will come up and get it. Runner's going to go ahead and come home. The throw will not be there in time, and Honda will get on the board with a run. So Honda takes the lead here right out of the gate, 1-0. They've got runners at first and second with 1 out. And that'll bring up number 1, 20 Bentley, with Brody Magbolata coming to the on deck. Here's the pitch. Pitcher will lose his hat on that one. Throws a strike though. So 2 outs, runners at first and second, and Honda taking an early lead here. Trying in with the pitch. That one will be swung on, hit out into right field. Right fielder's trying to track it down in the sun. He does, and that will end the inning. So they'll get a run. They'll leave a couple hanging, and it will be 1-0. We'll be back in just a moment with more coverage on Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Bellevue gets 1
David
run.
Dietrich and the crew at iFlyFish Montana have you covered when it comes to all things fly fishing. Whether it's the scoop on the newest gear or images of the crew in their latest honey hole, iFlyFish Montana is your resource for angling in western Montana. David has immersed himself in angler's culture in Montana to help you have the best fishing sport. iFlyFishMontana.com to get the latest reviews on fly shops, river conditions, and more. iFlyFish Montana is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. The Missoula Prep Sports Network is Missoula's home for local sports. MPSN406.com has news on Missoula and the surrounding community sports heroes. Our mission is to make our local sports heroes feel just heroes. From news to live streaming of prep sports events, MPSN406.com is Missoula's home of its local sports heroes. Visit us today at www.mpsn406.com. Like us on Facebook at MPSN406. Missoula Prep Sports Network, Missoula's home for its prep sports.
Welcome back to the Missoula Prep Sports Network's coverage of the Missoula Maverick Memorial Tournament 2017 in the Honda out of Bellevue
Gonzaga, number 1,
and Gonzaga Bullpups in Game 2. Honda leads the Bullpups 1-0 here at the bottom of the first, and leading things off is Nick Drinen, number 1. He is on the mound. On the mound for Honda, throwing the first pitch outside on the right-handed batter, is Liam Malay. folks, you can follow along with the game stat by stat, play by play. Here's the pitch. Swung on. That one's going to be hit out towards the second baseman. He's not able to get there. It'll roll into right field, and Gonzaga's got a man on. That'll bring up number 21, Jeff Young, the left fielder.
Now up
But you can
21,
go
Jeffrey
to
Young.
MissoulaMavericks.net. Go to their homepage. Part of the way down on the right-hand side is a link to iScore. Follow along on iScore. They'll ask you for a code. You just go to Missoula Mavericks Legion Baseball on Facebook. That pitch high for Young. Enter the code in, and then you can follow along with all the games all weekend long right there on iScore. It's really great. I mean, it gives you the score. It gives you pitch-by-pitch information. Dials down the batter's information, the pitchers, how they're doing. Very, very great program to follow along with. Here's the pitch, swung on and missed, and they'll even the count out at 1 for Young. Young will step back in, right-handed batter. Molly will throw to first. Drynan dives back in. In the on deck is Davis Wright for the Bullpups. Molly now with the pitch. That one's going to be high inside. And we'll go to a 2-1 count here. First game with Central Washington and Gonzaga. Great game. It was held off scoreless all the way until the 5th inning. And then the Spuds would be able to put a couple of runs up. That one's going to go in the dirt. Makes it a 3-1 count here for the left fielder. So Central Washington gets the first win of the tournament. Here's Honda with the pitch. High, and they're going to go ahead and walk the batter with no outs here. Number 10, Davis Wright,
Now
the
up
right
number 10,
fielder,
Davis Wright.
will come to the plate. So runners at first and second, no outs here for Gonzaga. Coach Munhall down the third base line, calling the plays. Runners step away from the bases. Drynan at second. Molly will check him. Here's the pitch. Outside in the dirt. Runners are going to go ahead and advance off the wild pitch. And we're set back in. 1-0 count here, no outs. Runners at second and third. Molly with the pitch. Swung on and missed. Evens a count out at 1. We'll have the third game coming up here at 4 o'clock. Lewis and Clark Twins in La Grande, Oregon. Molly. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be hit right out. The pitcher's going to glove it. Trying to look for it. The throw to first is there in time. They'll get him off. And we'll have our first out of the Bullpup half of the
Now
inning.
up number 11,
Runners
Bo
stay at second and
McGinn.
third. And that'll bring up number 11, Bo McGinn. And then tonight, Missoula Mavericks will play La Grande at 7. You can hear that game on the Grizz Sports app. Runners step away from bases. Pitch is on its way. And they're going to call first pitch a ball. Catcher Brentley will go out and have a brief conversation with Molly. Now we'll settle back in behind the plate. Gorgeous day here in Missoula. We're set back in. Settling in is Wright. Right-handed batter. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be swung on. High floater. Is it going to stay in the park? No, it's going to land on the stairway of the seating to the right here. And we'll have 1 out, runners at second and third. Honda leads 1-0 here at the bottom of the first. We're scheduled for 7. Each tournament game is scheduled for 7 innings. They do have a buffer time, but set up just in case they run longer. Here's the pitch. That one's in the dirt. Runners are going to stay, and we'll go to a 2-1 count now. McGinn steps out of the box. Now he settles back in. Runners at second and third, step away. Molly with the pitch. This one's going to go down the first base line. First baseman not able to get there for the out. It'll be foul ball, and we'll even the count out at 2. 1 out here. Bottom of the first. Slight breeze. Supposed to be in the mid-70s today. The breeze will hold that off and make it bearable for the young man on the field with those baseball uniforms on. Even count at 2. Here's the pitch. He'll reach for that one. It'll bounce out to the shortstop. Picked up for the shortstop. Throw to first is there. That'll be out number 2. But Drynan will come home, and they'll even the game up at 1. That'll bring up Josh Miller, number 8, the shortstop. So runner at second, 2 outs. Tie game at 1 here. Miller ready for the pitch. That one's going to be low.
Number 8,
Ball
Josh
1.
Miller.
He'll step out of the box part the way. Looks down the third base line. No call from the coach. Young steps away from second. He's got a good heavy 2-step lead out there. Hops down the line as the pitch is thrown. It'll be inside. We'll have a 2-0 count here. Honda settles in. Talked to Coach Doug Williams last night from Bellevue. That one's going to be bounced down the third base line. Not able to get it as the third baseman or the shortstop. Runner will hold at third, and Gonzaga Prep will have the throw is over the catcher's head. The runner comes home, and Gonzaga takes a 2-1 lead here in the bottom of the first. Young coming home. That'll bring up number 4, Lucas Struck, the second baseman.
Now up, number 4, Lucas Struck.
So a couple of errors here on behalf of Honda, and Gonzaga takes a lead. First pitch to Struck is a ball. 1-0 count here. 2 outs. Runner at second. 2-step lead out there for Miller. And they're going to call time. Batter steps part of the way out of the box. Encouragement from Munhall down the line. Malay with the pitch. That one will be low, and we'll go to a 2-0 count here now. Taylor Kelly in the on deck for Gonzaga. Here's the pitch. Inside. We'll go to a 3-0 count now. Honda down 2-1. Malay trying to finish out the inning. Here's the pitch. That one will catch the plate, and we'll have our first strike for the batter. It's 3-1 on the count now. 2 outs. Miller at second. He'll step away. 2-step lead out there. Liam Molly on the mound. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be hit over the second baseman's head. It'll hop just past the dirt. They'll go ahead and signal the runner to come around. The throw to home, not there in time. As he slides across the plate, they say safe. The runner will advance around from second to third, and he'll stand up at third. Safe. And Gonzaga takes a 3-1 lead here in the bottom of the first. Number Number 9, Taylor Kelly, the catcher, will take his guards off and toss them towards the side.
Number 9,
And he'll
Taylor
settle.
Kelly.
So Gonzaga putting runs up here in the bottom of the first. They lead 3-1. In the on deck is Ryan Cross. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be in the dirt. They're going to go ahead and bring the runner home as the catcher can't find the ball. And Gonzaga takes a 4-0 lead, or 4-1 lead here in the bottom of the first. That wipes the bases clean. Kitchens will make his way back over down the first base line. And the pitch. 2-0 on, or 1-0 on the count for the catcher. Here's the pitch by Molly. That'll be inside. And we'll move to a 3-0 count. Molly looks for the pitch, nods his head, sets in the pitch. That one will skin the plate and we'll have the first strike at the batter. 3-1 count with 2 outs here. Nobody on. Gonzaga taking a 4-1 lead out the gate. Deep breath and a pitch. One's in the dirt and they'll go ahead and walk the batter. That'll bring up Ryan Cross, number 23. He's holding down first base in this game. And that will cause the catcher, Cody Bentley, to go out and have a conversation with Molly to calm him down and get him set to go. Munhall with a signal down the third base line to the batter.
Number 23,
in the bottom of the batting
Cross.
order, Bart Fry in the on deck. And they're going to go ahead and call time for a moment. So we will go ahead and take a moment here.
Do you have a sweet video of your sports athlete? Did you experience a sports-altering moment or something at a sporting event that wowed the crowd? Go to our homepage at w.6.com and click on the Contact Us tab at the bottom of the homepage. Email us your video. We'll choose a new one every Monday, and yours just might go viral. Visit us today at MPSN 406 and
We get back into the action here at Lindbergh Craig Field. Coach Williams going out to the mound, and we've got action in the Honda bullpen. Here's the pitch. That one will be inside, and we'll go to a 1-0 count here for Ryan Cross. Cross got the nod on the mound in game 1. Stood tall all 7 innings, but gave up 2 runs. Here's the pitch. Swung on. That one's going to go in between shortstop and third base. And the Bullpups will have a pair of runners on. That will take us to the bottom of the batting
Now,
order.
number 6, Bart Fry.
Bart Fry will come to the plate. Frey. Okay, we have... And it looks like they're going to go ahead and make a switch on the mound. So, we'll go ahead and step aside for a moment while they let the new pitcher warm up, and we'll get that information for you.
do you have a sweet video of your sports? Did you Experience a sports-altering moment or something at a sporting event that wowed the crowd? Go to our homepage at www.mpsn406.com and click on the Contact Us tab at the bottom of the homepage. Email us your video. We'll choose a new one every Monday, and yours just might go viral. Visit us today at MPSN406 on Facebook and Twitter. MPSN.com, Missoula's home for Ms. Prep Sports Heroes. The Missoula Prep Sports Network is Missoula's home for local sports. MPSN406.com has news on communities sports heroes. Our mission is to make our local sports heroes feel just like sports heroes. From news to live streaming of prep sports events, MPSN406.com is Missoula's home of its local sports. Visit us at www.mpsn406.com and like us on Facebook at MPSN406. Missoula Prep Sports Network, Missoula's home for its prep sports. Wondering what this week's fishing conditions are like in western Montana? The Missoula Prep Sports Network has you covered. Stop by our website, www.mpsn406.com weekly to get the I Fly Fish Montana fishing alert. David Dietrich and the crew at I Fly Fish Montana have you covered when it comes to all things fly fishing. Visit iflyfishmontana.com to get the latest reviews on fly shop, river conditions, and more. Follow I Fly Fish week's fishing like in western Montana. The Missoula Prep Sports Network has you covered. Stop by our website, www.mpsn406.com weekly to get the I Fly Fish Montana fishing alert. David Dietrich and the crew at Fly Fish when it comes to all things fly fishing. Visit iflyfishmontana.com to get the latest reviews on fly shop, river conditions, and more. Follow I Fly Fish Montana on Instagram to relive their fishing experiences. I Fly Fish Montana is a proud sponsor of prep sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Advertising on the web can be intimidating. Where do you start? What is the most effective way to reach the audience you are targeting? Milk Crate Media can help you reach your audience, whether it's media marketing or creating a unique commercial for streaming or radio advertising. Milk Crate Media can help you build a new website or rebuild your existing website that will bring users back again and again. Visit www.mcratemedia.com today. Milk Crate Media is a proud sponsor of prep sports in Missoula and the surrounding valley.
Get back into the action here at Lindbergh Craig Field. And Honda makes a switch. Number 25, Patrick McCumber, will come in and stand on the mound. And Liam Malley will have a seat. So first pitch is swung on and missed or swung on and fouled for strike. This one will be swung on. Runners will advance, throw down the third base line, not there in time. And Gonzaga will have runners at second and third now. 2 outs, they lead 4-1. Malley would allow 4 runs in this opening frame, and that's why they did make the switch. They, as in Honda. McCumber now on the mound. Here's the pitch. That one will be outside. We'll have a 1-2 count now for Bart Frey. Frey holding down third. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to go straight up in the air. McCumber says he's got it, and he does not. It's going to go foul. Runners will take back to their bases and will stay alive here. The batter will stay alive with a 1-2 count. 2 outs. Gonzaga 0-1 on the tournament so far. Lost in the opening game to Central Washington Spuds, 2-0. That was a battle of pitchers all the way through. Runs didn't get scored until late by the Spuds. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be across the plate, and they'll strike out the batter to end the inning. So they'll switch out players. They'll leave a couple hanging, but Gonzaga will get a 4-1 lead. We'll be back in just a moment.
Get 4 runs on 4.
Or sports athlete? Did you experience a sports-altering moment or something at a sporting event that wowed the crowd? Go to our homepage at www.mpsn406.com and click on the Contact Us tab at the bottom of the homepage. Email us your video. A new one every Monday, and yours just might go viral. Visit us today at MPSN 406 on Facebook and Twitter. MPSN.com, Missoula's home for Missoula Prep Sports Heroes. Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that you're handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs and ship your packages via FedEx while you're there. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 407-228-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community.
Welcome back to the Missoula Prep Sports Network's coverage of the Missoula Maverick Memorial Tournament. Chris Stratton here for the Missoula Prep Sports Network, and leading off for number 23, Brody Maybalada, and he will get on.
Gets a hit, bringing to the plate number 10, Ryan Troutman.
Number 10, Ryan Troutman will come to the plate now for Honda. Settling in. That was when he hit down the first base line. Picked up by the pitcher, tossed to the first baseman, and there is out number one. But they will have a runner. Honda will have a runner advance.
Called out at first base with the runner advance at the second.
And that'll bring up.
Bringing into the plate number 12, Steve Waters.
Waters, the third baseman. Settle in. Here's the pitch. That one will skin the plate for strike one. So Gonzaga Prep takes a 4-1 lead in the bottom of the first. Honda's forced to make a pitching change out of the gate. And the new pitcher, McCumber, comes in and strikes out the batter. Here's the pitch. That one will be inside, and we'll go to an even count at one on the right-handed batter. Joey Wishart in the on deck. Here's the pitch. That one will be swung on, fouled back, and it will be strike two. So 1-2 count here. One out. Runner at second for Honda. They're down 4-1. Bottom of the first. On the mound for Gonzaga is Drynan. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed, and that will be out number two. That brings us to the top of the batting order for Honda. Joey Wishart.
Batting next.
He'll come to
Number
the plate.
11, Joey Wishart.
So Wishart settles in, singled his first opportunity at bat. Runner at second, two outs. Swung on, fouled off the bat. It'll be a strike regardless. Gorgeous day here. Nice Thursday in Missoula. We'll check the runner at second. Now the pitch. That one will be outside. Evens the count out at one. John Key, umpire behind the plate, signals it was wide. Runner steps away from second. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed for strike two. 1-2 count here with two outs. Drynan doing a good job on the mound. He'll settle in. Now the pitch. That one's going to go in the dirt, and we'll even the count out at two. So Drynan battling his way through. Even count at two, runner at second. Here's the pitch, swung on, foul into the dugout of Honda down the third base line. And Wishart will stay alive. 20 pitches in here for Drinan in the second. 14 of those are strikes. He's got a couple of Ks under his belt. Came out hot in the first. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be outside in the dirt. Runner's going to go ahead and move down the line to second. And Meg Bellata will be in line for a score. We've got a full count for the batter. In Wishart. Here's the pitch. Inside, and they'll go ahead and walk him.
Wishart is walked.
That'll bring us to number 24,
Bringing up
Bryce
number 24,
Long.
Bryce Long.
Braden Boyce goes into the on deck. So runners on the corners for Honda. They're down 4-1 on the scoreboard with 2 outs here at the top of the second. Scheduled for 7 here at Limbrick for each tournament game. They did put a buffer time just in case we go extra. Brandon's going to go ahead and go to first, and Wishart will go and tag the base. Honda already had to make a pitching change right out of the gate in the first inning. They're going to go ahead and go to throw to first again, trying to get the runner to settle on base. Trying now ready for the pitch, and the runner's going to go to second, swung on and fouled. That one's going to go land behind the ticket booth. And we'll have an 0-1 count here with 2 outs. Long settles back in. Here's the pitch by Drinan. That one's going to go off of the catcher, and they're going to say a strike, as the catcher took that one hard. And we'll come out and check his players. Oh, 2 on the count. Now to settle in. Here's the pitch. The runner's going to advance from first to second, and we'll have a 1-2 count with 2 outs here. Honda trying to mount something to get back into this one. They're down 4-1 at the top of the second. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. They're going to tag the batter down the line, and that will end the inning. So they'll leave one hanging, or they'll leave a couple hanging,
for the third out.
and nobody will score. 4-1 on the scoreboard. We'll be back in just a moment.
No.
David, Dietrich, and the crew at iFly Fish Montana have you covered all things fly fishing. Whether it's the scoop on the newest gear or images of the crew in their latest honey hole, iFly Fish Montana is your resource for angling in western Montana. Open to the angler in Montana to help you have the best fishing experience possible. Visit iFlyFishMontana.com to get the latest reviews on fly shops, river conditions, and more. iFly Fish Montana is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Mike's Print, whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs and ship your packages via FedEx while you're there. Southwest
Welcome back to the Missoula Prep Sports Network's coverage of the Missoula Maverick Memorial Tournament 2017. The Honda of Bellevue Baseball Club taking on Gonzaga Prep Bullpups. And Gonzaga leads 4-1 here at the bottom of the second. Coming to the plate is their leadoff batter, Nick Drynan. Standing on the mound as well. Here's the pitch. And that one's going to be low on the left-handed batter. Patrick, number 25, Patrick McCumber would come in for Honda in the first. Liam Molly was not able to hang. Swung on, fouled off, back into the catcher. And that'll be strike one. Even count at one here now. Nice breeze here at Lindbergh Craig Field, holding off the heat. Fans out here at the awning set up, enjoying the beautiful day. Here's the pitch. That one will be outside, and we'll go to a 2-1 count. McCumber coming in and relieving. Right-handed pitcher. Here's the wind-up pitch on the way. That one's going to be across the shins for the batter. It'll be a 3-1 count. In the on deck, Jeffrey Young for Gonzaga. McCumber nods at the pitch, and it's on its way. That one's going to be low, and they'll go ahead and walk the pitcher. That'll bring in number 21, Jeffrey Young.
Missoula Maverick
Davis Wright will
2017 American Legion Northwest
move
Regional
to
Tournament, sponsored by First Security Bank.
the on deck.
Batting next, number 21, Jeffrey Young.
Young will look down the third base line. Coach Munhall with the call. Munhall will settle in. Drynan steps away from first. Here's the pitch. Show and bunt. They'll throw down the first base line. Getting back easily is Drynan. Young will look down the third base line. Munhall with the call. Bentley will signal the field from his knees. This one's going to be hit foul down the third base line. That one's headed towards the parking lot. And that one sounded like it hit concrete, not a car, so that's good. Even count at one now with one out. Greiner steps away. No outs, I should say. I apologize. Greiner steps away. Here's the pitch. Show and bunt again, inside, so makes it 2-1 on the count. Greiner steps away from first. McCumber checks him. And now the pitch. That one's going to strike out the batter. John Key taking his time with the call, but strikes him out. That'll bring up number 10, Davis Wright, and Bo McGinn goes into the on deck. So Wright settles in. Cumber checks the runner at first. He'll throw to first. Greiner dives in. One out here. Bottom of the second. Gonzaga leads 4-1 over Honda. McGinn in the on deck. Runner's going to advance to second. The ball will hop in front, and the shortstop not able to wrangle that one in, and he's safe at second. Munhall comes down. No, they're going to say he's out.
Base runner is called out on interference.
They're going to say out on the interference, and that will be
for out number 2.
Out number 2, and Munhall will come down and have a conversation with Nick John Key, find out what happened there. Shakes his head as he walks away.
Sponsors today's third inning.
And they call right out at the plate. So that brings up
now batting
McGinn.
number 11, Bo McGinn.
McGinn will settle in. Drynan steps away. Here's the pitch. It'll be a strike on the inside of the plate. 2 outs, bottom of the second. McCumber nods at the pitch, checks Dryden at first, and now the throw. That was going to be high, leaving the count out at 1. We have the third game coming up at 4 o'clock this afternoon, folks. Lewis and Clark Twins versus LeGrand, Oregon. Here's the pitch. That one will be outside. Makes it a 2-1 count on the right-handed batter. McGinn had a good game in game 1 against the Spuds, but just was not. The Bullpups just could not put anything together. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed, and will even the count out at 2. 2 outs here. Munhall with the call. Driner steps away from first. He's got a 1-step lead. Here's the pitch. Runner's going to go to second. Throw to second is wide. And they're going to go ahead, and it's going to roll out to center field. They'll let Driner go ahead and advance to third. And once again, Gonzaga is threatening with 2 outs. Even count at 2 for McGinn. They're going to say full count at 3-2. John Key signals it. McCumber will check the runner at third. Now the pitch outside, and they'll go ahead and walk the batter. That'll take us to number 8, Josh Miller.
McGinn draws a walk. Batting next, number 8, Josh Miller.
And that will put Lucas Struck into the on deck. So 2 outs, runners at first and third for Gonzaga. We've seen this one in the previous frame. Let's see if Honda can hold them off here. Nice little breeze going right to left. American flag out in center field, standing at attention. First pitch is outside for ball 1. Munhall with the signal. Batters step away from their bases. McGinn at first, Driner at third. Here's the pitch in the dirt outside, and we'll go 2-0 on the count. They throw down the third base line. Driner gets back easily though. Catcher thought he was going to be able to catch him lingering, and now Coach Williams is going to go ahead and come back out. There's that Coach Scrivener. So they're going to go out and have a brief conference on the mound. One of our great sponsors here for the Missoula Prep Sports Network, Lacrosse and Hockey Wolf here in Missoula. They're going to have a blowout sale 7th through the 9th. Stop in and see the folks. Say hi to Tucker Sargent over there at Lacrosse and Hockey Wolf and see what they've got going on. I know it is not hockey season, folks, but you could never be too prepared. We're settled to go back into the action here. 2-0 count for Miller. Runners at first and third, 2 outs. Gonzaga leads 4-1. Gonzaga Prep, I should say. Don't want to confuse anybody. High pitch. They throw down the first base line. McGinn gets back there very easily. And we go to a 3-0 count here. Cumber checks the runner at first. Each runner a step away. That pitch outside, and they go ahead and load the bases off of the walk. And that brings up Lucas Struck, number 4, and Taylor Kelly will go to the on deck. So loaded bases here, 2 outs. Struck settles in, right-handed batter. Singled his first opportunity. That pitch will skin the plate for strike 1. Nick John Key behind the plate here in game 2. He was a field official in game 1, where the Spuds took from Central Washington took it away from Gonzaga. Here's the pitch. That one will be hit down the third base line. Gets just into the glove of the shortstop, but he's not able to do anything with it. Dreiner comes home, and the Bullpups will put a tag up on the scoreboard, making it 5-1.
Great snag by the shortstop.
Taylor Kelly,
That's the Bullpup score.
number 9, will come to the plate now.
Bringing up number 9, Taylor
Ryan Cross
Kelly.
will go to the on deck. So loaded bases, 2 outs here. And we get settled in here. Right-handed batter is Kelly. Walked his first opportunity at bat. Here's the pitch. Swung on. That one's going to float out into the outfield. Left fielder is there, and they will end the inning. So they'll hang 3, they'll get 1, and it's 5-1 on the scoreboard. We'll be back in just a few moments here on the Missoula Prep
Kelly
Sports
flies
Network.
out for out number 3.
The Missoula Prep Sports Network is Missoula's home for local sports. MPSN 406 has news of Missoula and the surrounding community sports heroes. Our mission is to make our local sports heroes feel just like sports heroes. From news to live streaming of prep sports events, MPSN406.com is Missoula's home of its local sports heroes. Visit us today at www.mpsn406.com and like us on Facebook at MPSN406. Missoula Prep Sports Network, Missoula's home for its prep sports heroes. Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs and ship your packages via FedEx while you're there. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community. Do you have a sweet video of your sports athlete? Did you experience a sports-altering moment or something at a sporting event that wowed the crowd? Go to our homepage at www.mpsn406.com and click on the Contact Us tab at the bottom of the homepage. Email us your video. We'll choose a new one every Monday.
Welcome back to the Missoula Prep Sports Network's coverage of the Missoula Maverick Memorial Tournament 2017. Chris Stratton here in the press box as we get set to go here at the top of the third. And the Gonzaga Prep Bullpups lead Honda of Bellevue 5-1. First batter, number 1, Braden Boyce. He'll hit that one out, caught in center field. And that'll bring up Nate Gilbrich.
Into the plate, number 4, Nate Gilbrich.
Gilbrich, number 4. Well, we've got a change up here. I'm going to bring in Max Gardner to bat in the place of Gilbrich. So we will.
In place of Gilbert, number 13, Max Gardner.
So Gardner will come to the plate. They make umpire John Key makes the change in his book. We'll see if he comes in and settles at second base when we get back into the defensive portion for Honda. Max settles in, a right-handed batter. And the on deck, Josh Davis. First pitch is a ball. Here's the pitch, swung on. This one's going to float out into left field. Left fielder is there and caught. Nice job by Young to get underneath that one for Gonzaga Prep for out number 2. And that'll bring up
Number 5,
Josh Davis, the designated hitter. So 2 outs, nobody on. Designated hitter in the box. Here's the pitch. It's going to be inside for ball 1. Swung on and missed for strike 1. Davis 0 for 1 on game 1 here. He'll settle in, right-handed batter. Here's the pitch by Driner. Driner will lose his hat during the pitch, but it'll be swung on and missed. We'll make it a 1-2 count. It's the second time the pitcher's lost his hat on the pitch. Opening pitch, he cranked up the tensioner, and that ball came out hot, and he lost hat and everything. So we settle in with a 1-2 count with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be fouled into the mask of the catcher, and he'll stay alive with a 1-2 count. Bentley will come out and snag the ball from behind the plate. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed, and they'll end the inning with the K. So they're not able to get anybody on. 1, 2, 3, and we'll be back in just a moment on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Advertising on the web can be intimidating. Where do you start? What is the most effective way to reach the audience you are targeting? Milk Crate Media can help you reach your audience, whether it's social media marketing or creating a unique commercial for streaming or radio advertising. Milk Crate Media can help you build a new website or rebuild your existing website and will bring users back again and again. Visit www.mcratemedia.com today. Milk Crate Media is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports in Missoula and the surrounding valley. Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs and ship your pack via FedEx while you're there. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community. David, Dietrich, and the crew at iFly Fish Montana have you covered when it comes to all things fly fishing. Whether it's the scoop on the newest gear, crew in their honey hole, iFly Fish Montana is your resource for angling in western Montana. David has immersed himself into the angler's culture in Montana to help you have the best fishing experience possible. Visit iFlyFishMontana.com to get the latest reviews on fly shops, river conditions, and more. iFly Fish Montana is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula.
Welcome back to the Missoula Prep Sports Network coverage of the Missoula Maverick Memorial Tournament. Chris Stratton here for the Missoula Prep Sports Network at Lindbergh Craig Field. Leading off here in the bottom of the third for Gonzaga Prep is number 23, Ryan Cross. Gonzaga Prep leads Honda 5-1. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Patrick McCumber on the mound for Honda. They've got action going on in their bullpen. They might make another switch here. This one's going to be hit out. Bounce to the shortstop. He'll pick it up on the bounce. Throw to first is there. It's out number 1. Number 6, Bart Frey. He'll settle in. So 1 out here, bottom of the third. Bullpups lead 5-1. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be a strike. In the on deck is Nick Driner. Here's the pitch. He'll swing on that one. Strike 2. 0-2 count, 1 out. McCumber with the windup. That one will be swung on. That one's going to float out into center field. It'll hop in front of the center fielder, and Gonzaga Prep will have a runner on at first. That swings us to the top of the batting order for the Bullpups. Nick Drynan. He'll come to the plate. And that'll put Jeffrey Young in the on deck. A couple of practice swings outside the box for Drynan, And then he will settle in. Single and a walk on the game. Here's the pitch, and that one's going to tag the pitcher in the back, and we'll get a player on. And that one just might be, he's going to go down the line a little bit. Drynan opened up with a couple of hits, hitting a couple of batters in the first inning. So we're almost even on that count there between the two pitchers. That'll bring up number 21, Jeffrey Young. And Davis Wright will go to the on deck. McCumber checks the runner at second, throws the pitch. This one's going to be hit out into left field. Center fielder is going to get on his bike right out there, and he'll get it. And that will be out number 2. Runners will hold at first and second. That brings up number 10, Davis Wright. And number 11, McGinn goes to, or Davis Wright, I apologize. And McGinn goes to the on deck. So 2 outs here, bottom of the third. Runners at first and second for the Bullpups. They lead 5-1 on the scoreboard. McCumber checks the runner at second, and now the pitch. That one's going to be outside of the right-handed batter for ball 1. Wright 0 for 2 on the day. McCumber checks the runner at second. Here's the pitch. That one will come inside on the plate, and we'll go to a 2-0 count here. Do see action down in Honda's bullpen. Can't see the number of who's warming up, but it is a pitcher warming up. I can see the mechanics of a pitcher down the line. That one's going to be swung on and missed for strike 1. So 2-1 count here for Wright. Runners at first and second. Cumber now settles, checks the runner at second, and the pitch. That one will be hit foul down. No, they say fair. That one's going to hug the line, roll all the way out into left field. Runners will advance, and we'll get a score on the board here. And Gonzaga Prep will take a 6-1 lead here in the bottom of the third. Runners at second and third for Gonzaga Prep. And that brings Bo McGinn to the plate and Josh Miller to on deck. 2 outs here, bottom of the third. Gonzaga Prep's been able to strike blood in each of the first 3 innings here now. 4 in the first and 1 in each the second and third. That one's going to be hit smartly down the first base line. First baseman gets it out of the dirt, steps on the bag, and that will end the inning. They'll leave a couple hanging, they'll bring one home, and they'll increase their lead 6-1. We'll be back in just a moment here on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Wondering what this week's fishing conditions are like in western Montana? The Missoula Prep Sports Network has covered. Stop by our website, www.mpsn406.com weekly to get the I Fly Fish Montana fishing alert. David Dietrich and the crew at I Fly Fish Montana have you covered when it comes to all things Fish Montana. .com to get the latest reviews on fly shop, river conditions, and more. Follow I Fly Fish Montana on Instagram to relive their fishing experiences. I Fly Fish Montana is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Prep Sports Network. Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you. Professional timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs and ship your packages via FedEx while you're there. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-283-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take Where do you start? What is the most effective to your target? Milk Crate Media can help you reach your audience, whether it's social media marketing or creating a unique commercial for streaming or radio advertising. Milk Crate Media can help you build a new website or rebuild your existing website and will bring users back again and again. Visit www.mcratemedia.com today. As a proud sponsor of Prep Sports.
back to the Missoula Prep Sports Network's coverage of the Missoula Maverick Memorial Tournament 2017. Chris Stratton here for the Missoula Prep Sports Network. I'll have coverage of all your games here. The Maverick games, well, those will be covered on the Grizz Sports app. Leading off the inning for Honda will be Cody Bentley. He'll pop that one out into left field. That one's going deep, and it's going to bounce off the wall just inside of the fair play, and he'll get a stand-up double out of it. So that is exactly what Gonzaga, what Honda needed.
Bring in to the plate, number 23, Brody Mabalta.
Mabalta will come to the plate now. And Dryden ready for the pitch. First one's going to be a little bit on the inside there. Ball one. Runner at second steps away, and Bentley. Here's the pitch. And that one is going to skin the plate, and we'll even the count out at one here. Let's take a look at Drynen's stats. 37 pitches in, 25 of those are strikes. He has allowed one run, off of 3 hits. Has not struck out a batter yet. I believe he has struck out a batter, but I could be wrong. 2-1 count now. Here's the pitch. Check swing. They say he went, and it'll even the count out at 2. No outs here. Runner at second. Dryden settles on the mound. That one will be fouled off. They'll throw it down the line, and that'll be out number 1. Join us at 4 o'clock, folks, as we have
thrown out at first base for out number 1.
Join us at 4 o'clock, folks, as we will have the Lewis and Clark Twins and Legrand in Game 4. I'll bring up number 10, Ryan Troutman. And first pitch to Troutman is a ball. 1 out here, runner at second for Honda. They're down 6-1 on the scoreboard. In the on deck is Steve Waters. And Dryden with the windup in the pitch. That one's going to be outside. And we'll even the count out at 1 here. We'll have a 2-0 count. I apologize. Runner steps away from second. Bentley with a 2-step lead out there. Dryden with the pitch. And that one's going to curve inside, and we'll go to a 3-0 count now. Did see some action in Bellevue's bullpen. Have not seen anything at all today from Gonzaga. They trust their pitchers. They'll throw to second. High pit throw. Bentley will get back standing up. Kelly will settle back in behind the plate. And Troutman now too. Bentley steps away from second. Here's the pitch. And they'll go ahead and walk the batter.
Troutman draws a walk.
And that'll bring up Steve
12,
Waters.
Steve Waters.
Number 12. Williams with the signal. So 1 out here, runner at second and first. Dryden with the pitch. That one's outside. Runners will go back to their bases. Dryden having a hard time keeping his lid on as he's lost his hat regularly. Dryden now settles. Here's the pitch. That one's wide. They throw it on the first base line. Getting back there. Nope. The throw is wild. Runner will advance from second to third. And now we're going to have the pitching coach head out to the mound and have a slight conference with Dryden. See what's going on there. Mavericks will have the evening game tonight. They'll take on Le Grand. And they'll be honoring longtime voice for the Mavericks, Chris Walters-Kirshen. Walters-Kirshen, very huge professional here with the Mavericks, volunteered all of his time here, took it seriously, beloved by all players, parents, and coaches. They'll honor him tonight. 2-0 count now as we get settled back in. Drynan settles. Runners at first and third. They'll throw to first to get the runner to settle back on his base. 1 out here. Top of the fourth. Gonzaga Prep leads 6-1 over Honda. Here's the pitch. Runner from first to second. Throw is there. High, not in time. And they say safe. And they'll have runners at second and third now with 1 out and a 2-1 count for Waters. Drynan with the pitch now. And we'll go to a 3-1 count now. No movement in the Gonzaga Prep bullpen. They're going to have him battle through this. Drynan. Checks the runners. Now the pitch. That one's going to be fouled up over. And we'll move to a full count now at 3-2. Boys warming up in the batting box. Down the first base line. The batting cages. Down the first base line here. Drynan checks the runner at second. Turns. Looks like he was going to throw there, but the runner gets back in time and he'll hold the ball. Full count at 3-2 with 1 out. Drynan now with the pitch. That one's going to be fouled back. He'll stay alive. Nope, they're going to call him out. So, they'll hang the batter there. That'll bring us to the top of the batting order for Honda.
Waters
as
puts out number 2 on the board.
Joey Wishart will
Bringing
come
it
to the plate. Number 11.
Joey Wishart.
Wishart playing in right field today. Here's the pitch. That one will catch the... Oh, it won't catch the outside of the plate. Looked like it did get the outside of the plate. Umpire says wide, and they'll go to a 1-0 count here with 2 outs. Runners at second and third for Bellevue. They're down 6-1. That one will catch the plate. Now they'll enter. Now they'll even the count out at 1. Drynan battling out of the inning here. We'll go to the 5, 6, 7 batters for Gonzaga Prep if Drynan can get out of this batter. They call time. Back off. Runners go back to their bases. Now the pitch. That one's going to go in the dirt. Runners will hold. And we'll go to a 2-1 count here. We'll settle in. Does Wishart. 2-1 count with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. And he'll say wide, does John Key, and we'll go to 3-1. Drynan settles on the mound. Runners step away from their bases at second and third. Here's the pitch. And that one will walk the batter. Drynan will load the bases. And that'll bring up number 24, Bryce Long. So with 2 outs here, Honda has loaded bases, and that'll bring up Bryce Long with the big orange bat. Here's the pitch, swung on and missed for strike 1. Adrenaline pumps a little bit more when you come to the plate at loaded bases. You want to smack that thing out of the park. Sometimes it's better just to settle and give the old calm to ball golf swing. He'll foul that one back for strike 2. So Drynan getting the batter to bite on the first 2 pitches. Makes it an 0-2 count with 2 outs here. Loaded bases. And Gonzaga Prep holding a 6-1 lead over Honda of Bellevue. Drynan now with the pitch. That one will be outside. Doesn't get the batter to bite. 1-2 count now. Long trying to battle back into the count here. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed, and they'll end with a K. So they'll leave 3 hanging, and it will stay 6-1. We'll be back in just a moment on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Do you have a sweet video of your sports athlete? Did you experience a sports-altering moment or something at a sporting event that wowed the crowd? Go to our homepage at www.sn406.com and click on the Contact Us tab at the bottom of the homepage. Email us your video. We'll choose a new one every Monday, and yours just might go viral. Visit us today at MPSN406 on Facebook and Twitter. MPSN.com, Missoula's home for Missoula Prep Sports Heroes. David, Dietrich, and the crew at iFlyFish Montana have you covered when it comes to all things fly fishing. Whether it's the scoop on the newest gear or images of the crew in their latest honey hole, iFlyFish Montana is your resource for angling in western Montana. David has immersed himself into the angler's culture in Montana to help you have the best fishing experience possible. Visit iFlyFishMontana.com to get the latest reviews on fly shop conditions and more. iFlyFish Montana is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to the Missoula Prep Sports Network's coverage of the Missoula Maverick 2017 Memorial Tournament. Chris Stratton here for the Missoula Prep Sports Network. We'll have coverage of all the non-Maverick games here this weekend, and then the Maverick games will be on the Grizz Sports app. Got a change on the mound for Honda as Ian Burns will come in at number 15. And we're taking a look at Patrick McCumber's numbers. He would pitch 2 1/3 innings, allow 2 runs off of 3 hits, and strike out 2 batters. Leading off for Gonzaga Prep, they're 5, 6, 7 batters, and number 8, Josh Miller, will step in here. And at the last second, John Key will go ahead and clean the plate off. Officials doing a great job here today. You know, it's tough out there. Fans getting on them about a couple of calls, but they're doing a great job doing what they can. Here's the pitch. Swung on. That one's going to foul back and lands just outside the halo. The catcher, Bentley, wasn't able to find out where it was at. Everybody yelling at him, but you know, you can't see those ones that pop straight up in the air. He did the best he could. 0-1 count now for Miller. We'll go ahead and jump back at Miller's stats. He is 1 for 1. He was walked on the last opportunity at bat. Here is the pitch by Burns. That one's high and over the head of everybody. That'll even the count out at 1. In the on deck is Lucas Struck. Pitcher settles on the mound now. Here's the pitch. Outside, we go to 2-1 on the count now. Bottom of the 4th. Gonzaga Prep leads Honda 6-1. We're scheduled for 7. Next game scheduled for 4 o'clock. Here's the pitch. Swung on. That was going to foul back towards us. Land in the seating to the right of us. Even the count out at 2. Get the full schedule. You can either go to the Missoula Prep Sports Network mpsn406.com, or you can get the schedule at MissoulaMavericks.net. Just click on their tournaments. This one's going to be hit out in just past the fringe, and the second baseman will get it, and that will be out number 1. That will bring Struck, number 4, Lucas Struck, to the plate, and Taylor King will go to the on deck. We'll have the Lewis and Clark twins at 4 o'clock against Legrand, and at 7, Mavericks will host Legrand. Here's the pitch. That one's going to skin the plate in half to make it strike 1. Future Maverick legend Bo King coming up, hanging out for a moment. Here's the pitch. Outside, evens the count out at 1. Struck 2 for 2, singled his first 2 opportunities at bat. Here, that one's going to hop right into the glove of the shortstop for out number 2. That one was on a line off the bat and lands right in the glove of the shortstop. That'll bring up number 9, Taylor Kelly, and Ryan Cross will go to the on deck. 2 outs here, bottom of 4. Settling in, and now the pitch. That one's going to be low. Ball 1. On the count. Here's the pitch. That'll move it to 2-0 with 2 outs. Nobody on. Kelly 0 for 1. Walked his first opportunity at bat. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be high and inside. Makes it 3-0 on the count. So Burns coming in. He's even on his pitches. Total of 10. 5 on each side. He'll wind up and pitch. That one's going to be outside, and they'll go ahead and walk the batter. And that will bring us to Ryan Cross, number 23. Bart Frey will go to the on deck. Looks like they have a fresh batter warming up there for Honda. Number 5. That's Josh Davis, the leadoff batter, for the next inning. Back off. Davis, the designated hitter, they call time. Runner settles back in at first. Now he steps away. Kelly with a half-step lead. Burns checks him over his shoulder, and now the pitch. That one will be swung on. Bounces to the shortstop. Shortstop fields it. Throws to first in time, and that will end the inning. So they'll get one on. They'll leave him hanging, and it'll stay 6-1 on the scoreboard. We'll be back in just a moment here on the Missoula Prep Sports Network with continued coverage of the tournament.
The Missoula Prep Sports Network is for local sports. MPSN406.com has news on Missoula and the surrounding community sports heroes. Our mission is to make our local sports heroes feel just like sports heroes. From news to live streaming of prep sports events, MPSN406.com is Missoula's home of its local sports heroes. Visit today at www.mpsn406.com. Like us on Facebook at MPSN406. Missoula Prep Sports Network, Missoula's home for its prep sports heroes. Advertising on the web can be intimidating. Where do you start? What is the most effective way to reach the audience you are targeting? Milk Crate Media can help you reach your audience, whether it's social media marketing or creating a unique commercial for streaming or radio advertising. Milk Crate Media can help existing users back again and again. Visit www.mcratemedia.com today. Milk Crate Media is a proud sponsor of prep sports in Missoula and the surrounding valley.
Welcome back to the Missoula Prep Sports Network's coverage of the Missoula Maverick Memorial Tournament 2017. Chris Stratton here at Lindbergh Craig Field. Game 2. Bellevue, Honda, and Gonzaga Prep. And Gonzaga Prep leads 6-1 over Honda. Leading things off, Braden Boyce for here's the pitch. Skins the outside of the plate on the right-handed batter. 0 for 2 on the day is Boyce. We'll go to a even count at 1. Top of the 5th here, scheduled for 7. Honda trying to get back into it here. They're down 6-1. Gonzaga Prep's been able to get their 6 runs off of 7 hits. 1 error committed by Gonzaga Prep. Honda, they've got their 1 run off of 3 hits, and they've committed 4 errors, and that's a tough hurdle to get over. Here's the pitch. Inside. We'll go to a 3-1 count here. Griner on the mound for Gonzaga Prep. Standing tall. Haven't seen any action. We've had a couple of meetings on the mound, but no action in the bullpen. This one's going to be hit straight out to center field, and it's going to be caught easily by McGinn. And that'll bring up number 13, Max Gardner. And that will put Josh Davis into the on-deck.
Batting decks, number 13, Max Gardner.
Gardner 0 for 1. He'd come in the last inning to pinch hit, actually, for Nate Gilbrick. That pitch by Drinan slices the plate in half for strike 1. 1 out here, top of 5. Gonzaga Prep leads 6-1 over Honda Bellevue. Here's the pitch. That one's going to skin the outside of the plate on the right-handed batter. Makes it an 0-2 count. So Drinan just getting right on the horse and catching up. Drinan waiting as Gardner called time. Ice Cream Man just went by on the road out back, and that's going to be a K for Drinan. He should have pulled in here. I think he would have made himself a pretty penny there. So 2 outs, nobody on, and coming to the plate
Strikes out for out number 2.
is the designated hitter, number 5, Josh Davis. And that will put Bentley in the on-deck. Now they do have a batter warming up behind the dugout there. Here's the pitch. That one will be inside for ball 1. Drinan, he has a pretty high tension pitch. That one's going to be fouled down to the line, and we'll have a 2-1 count now for the designated hitter. But Drinan, he has lost his lid on several occasions here. He's got a very high velocity pitch. Don't have a gun up here. That might be an addition for next season. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be outside. We'll go to a 3-1 count. Davis settles in. Here's the pitch. That one's low, and they'll go ahead and walk the designated hitter. That'll bring up number 21, Cody Bentley, and Brody Magbalata will go to the on-deck. So Bentley smartly comes to the plate. 2 outs here, runner at first. They're down 6-1 is Honda. Bentley will settle in. Davis steps away from first. First pitch is outside, ball 1. Settles back in here. Drinan. Runner's going to go to first. He'll run down the line. Second baseman is not there in time, and the runner will get it. They're going to credit him with the stolen base. The shortstop didn't catch what was going on right away and was late getting to the bag. 1-0 count now with 2 outs here. Drinan with the pitch. That one's going to go off the elbow of the batter. And
Finley gets hit by a pitch.
that will take us to number 23, Brody Magballata.
Plate number 23, Brody Navalpa.
He'll settle in. Runners at first and second now for Honda with 2 outs. Drinan with the pitch. That one skins the inside of the plate for strike 1. Honda's been able to get runners on base. Not able to capitalize, though, off of that. Gonzaga's been able to hold off the runners. Drinan's gotten himself into a couple of situations, but has worked himself out with the help of his teammates and his pitching. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be in the dirt, and we'll even the count out at 1. 2 outs. In the on deck is number 10, Ryan Troutman. Magballata, 1 for 2 on the day. That pitch makes it 2-1 on the count. Singled his first opportunity at bat. Drinan settles now. Pitch is on its way. Swung on and missed, and we'll even the count out at 2. Magballata being patient, settling back in. Drinan gets out of this. We'll go to the 9, 1, and 2 batters for Gonzaga Prep. Here's the pitch. And they call a strike, and they will end the inning with a K. So they'll hang a couple and not capitalize off of it. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th in just a moment.
David Dietrich and the crew at iFly Fish Montana have you all things fly fishing. Whether it's the scoop on the newest gear or images of the crew in their latest honey hole, iFly Fish Montana is your resource for angling in western Montana. David has immersed himself into the angler's culture in Montana to help you have the best fishing experience possible. Visit iflyfishmontana.com to get the latest reviews on fly shops, river conditions, and more. iFly Fish Montana is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Advertising on the web can be intimidating. Where do you start? What is the most effective way to reach the audience you are targeting? Milk Crate Media can help you reach your audience or its social unique commercial for streaming or radio advertising. Milk Crate Media can help you build a new website or rebuild your existing website and will bring users back again and again. Visit www.mmedia.com. Milk Crate Media is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports in Missoula and the surrounding valley.
Back to the Missoula Prep Sports Network's coverage of the Missoula Maverick Memorial Tournament 2017. Chris Stratton here for the Missoula Prep Sports Network at Lindbergh Craig Field. Game 2, Gonzaga Prep Bullpups leading the Honda of Bellevue 6-1. Leading things off for the Bullpups, number 6, Bart Frey. Here's the pitch. And first First pitch will skin the plate for strike one. Ian Burns comes in the last inning. He'll settle on the mound. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouls off the helmet of Bentley for strike two. So Bentley settles in behind the plate. Burns ready for the pitch. Shakes off the first one, and then the second, nods at the third. 0-2 count here for the leadoff batter. Here's the pitch. One's outside.